Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something pretty sweet today. Um, Cookie Stream gifts.
Cookies.
Yeah. We got their website, some marketing stuff, and some competitor profiles, too.
That's like a fun one.
So I guess our mission is to see, well, can this cookie company actually make it in the gourmet food world? Can they, crumble the competition?
A lot of companies try to go after the whole gourmet market, but one thing that really jumps out to me here is their, focus on corporate gifting.
Oh, yeah.
That's smart. It's a niche market, but there's huge potential there. Lots of gifting going on.
Yeah, for sure.
But, targeting that specific market, well, it comes with its own unique challenges. We'll see how they're doing with that.
Definitely. So first thing I did, obviously, was check out their website. And visually, I got to say, it's pretty appealing. I mean, come on, who doesn't love pictures of cookies, right?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
But then I started clicking around,
Yeah.
and I kind of felt like I was lost in the cookie jar. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Okay, I see where you're going with this. The website navigation,
Exactly.
I noticed that too. They have the same menu, like at the top and the bottom of every single page.
Yeah.
It's just redundant. It makes the site feel so cluttered.
It's like they're afraid you're going to scroll down and miss it, so they're like, here's the menu again.
Exactly.
And speaking of the menu, I don't know, the way they structured their categories felt a little off. Like they have this big corporate gifts section, which is great.
Yeah.
But then I found some things that seemed more corporate, like those huge cookie tins.
Okay.
And they were buried under shop all. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah, that's definitely a missed opportunity there. Categorization, it has to be clear and easy to understand.
Yeah.
Especially for specific groups they're targeting. Like,
Right.
they want those corporate clients, right?
Yeah.
Well, those clients need to find what they want right away. Can you imagine, like, trying to impress a client and you can't even find the right gift on the website?
No. Total disaster. And speaking of targeting their audience, this is where things get even more interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So Cookie Stream, they really push this nationwide corporate gifting image, right?
Yeah.
But then you look at what they actually offer across the country, and, well, the picture changes. So cookies, brownies, no problem. Nationwide delivery.
Okay, makes sense.
But cakes, cupcakes, Atlanta only.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a major limitation right there, especially if they're saying, hey, we're the go-to for corporate gifts across the country.
Exactly. It's like they're showing you this amazing feast, but only serving appetizers. So how do they fix that? Do they need to, open bakeries all over the place?
I mean, building a bakery in every state, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Logistically, just, no.
Yeah.
It's a smarter approach, partnerships. Find local bakeries in different regions.
Oh.
They could use what's already there, the existing bakeries. And they could still keep their quality high, make sure the brand feels the same everywhere.
So it's a win-win. They grow and they help out local businesses.
Exactly.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about their brand story, who they are, what they stand for, all that.
All right, let's hear it.
So they have this guilt-free indulgence message, which I get, it's catchy.
Yeah.
But their About Us section, it's buried at the bottom of the website.
See, now that's a big miss. Their story, it's all there. Their commitment to quality, those homemade methods, all that passion they have for, cookies.
Yeah.
But they're hiding it. They need to put that story everywhere. It's a big part of their online presence.
So bring the About Us front and center. Let people know it's more than just cookies.
Yes, exactly. They're selling an experience, a feeling. That About Us section, it should be the heart of their website, not an afterthought. I mean, imagine you go to their site and you can practically smell those fresh-baked cookies, right? You feel that warmth, their story, the passion behind everything. That's what they need to create online.
It's like a digital aroma. Makes you want to stay and explore. Okay, so we've talked website, their products, the whole brand story thing.
Yeah.
But how are they actually getting customers? Beyond just saying, hey, we do corporate gifts.
So I looked into their marketing. They are doing some of the usual stuff, promotions. They've got a blog. They're using email.
Okay, standard stuff.
But they're missing a big opportunity, showing off their success stories.
You mean like testimonials?
Yes. Testimonials are so powerful. It's social proof. People see real experiences from happy customers, and it builds trust. They mention testimonials, but they could do so much more.
Like a whole section on the homepage just filled with happy clients.
Exactly. And even go beyond just quotes.
How do you mean?
Like, tell the story. Did a company use their gifts to welcome new employees? Did they boost morale, make those cookie tins more than just treats? They become solutions, ways to build relationships, show appreciation.
I'm starting to get hungry just thinking about it. But before I completely lose track and go find a cookie, let's talk about their social media. They have accounts,
Mm.
but something feels off.
Yeah, their social media needs some work. Big time. The biggest problem. Inconsistency.
They're not posting regularly.
They'll post a few times, then disappear. You can't build a community like that. You need to be there consistently, give people valuable content.
It's like that friend who only calls when they need something, right? Not a good look.
Exactly. And the content itself could be better. They rely way too much on just product photos. Here's our new flavor. It's impersonal.
Yeah, I see that.
What if they focus more on how their cookies are actually making people happy, how they're helping businesses?
Here's how we're brightening people's days.
Yeah. And think about it. Behind the scenes, peeks at the baking, spotlighting customers, fun facts about ingredients, even get people sharing how they're using the gifts.
It's about personality, telling stories.
Exactly.
It would be cool to see more of the people behind the brand, too. Their About Us was all cookies. But who are the bakers? The decorators?
Yes. Humanize the brand. Show those faces. Let people see the passion, the work that goes into every order. It builds trust, makes a connection. People want to know there are real humans there, not just a cookie factory.
It's what makes a brand memorable, right? Makes you feel like you're part of something special.
Exactly. And, speaking of feeling connected to a brand, let's talk about the actual ordering process. You have an amazing product, right? A good story. But can people actually place an order easily?
That's so true. I've been online shopping, and if it's too hard to check out, I just give up.
Yeah.
So, is Cookie Stream's ordering process easy?
I mean, they're doing okay. The order now buttons are big. You can find them.
Yeah.
And checking out is pretty simple. But they could make things even smoother. Like, what if they had pre-selected packages?
Oh, like for different occasions?
Yeah. So you don't have to pick through a ton of cookies. You just grab, like, a client appreciation box or a congratulations thing.
I love that, especially for those busy corporate people ordering a bunch of gifts at once.
Exactly. No more guessing. Just click and send. Super convenient.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about convenience, how about some personal touches?
Oh, yeah.
Like a handwritten note option or adding a company logo.
Those little things make a huge difference. You feel like they actually care, not just another order.
Exactly. It shows they're going the extra mile, makes the gift more meaningful. Speaking of acknowledging customers, what about their customer service? They talk about it on the website, but, do they actually deliver?
That's huge. Great customer service can turn people into, loyal fans.
Yeah.
What did you find out about how they handle customer service?
Transparency is so important. They gotta be clear about shipping times, let people track their orders, and if something goes wrong, they need to be on top of it.
Yeah.
And, don't underestimate a simple thank you note or a quick email to make sure everything's good.
Those little touches show you're building a relationship, not just sending out cookies. And these days, that connection with customers, it's more important than ever.
Absolutely. It's the whole experience. From the website to that final bite, it should all be positive.
So we've talked about their website, the marketing, how they handle customers, but let's zoom out a bit. Can Cookie Stream actually make it big in the whole gourmet food world? Can they really, crumble the competition?
To answer that, we need to look beyond what they're doing internally. We got to analyze those market trends, who they're up against, the whole landscape. How do they compare to those big gourmet companies?
Sounds like we're going even deeper now.
Well, hold on. Before we get into the competition, we need to answer a basic question. Is the gourmet food gift market even a thing anymore? Do people still send cookie baskets, or is it all digital now?
That's a good point. People are always changing what they like. Maybe everyone's just sending virtual gift cards now.
That's a worry for any company in this business, for sure. But the good news for Cookie Stream is people still love gourmet food gifts. It's actually growing. People want unique, high-quality gifts, something special, and food gifts, especially those that feel luxurious, personalized, they fit that perfectly.
Yeah, I can see that. In a world where everything's online and kind of impersonal, getting a real gift, something you can actually enjoy, it feels more meaningful.
Exactly. And for companies, think about corporate gifting. You want to stand out, right? No one wants to be the company sending the same old fruit basket every year. Gourmet food gifts, they let businesses make a real impression.
Okay, so people are buying gourmet food gifts. But let's be real. There are already some huge companies out there, Harry and David, Mrs. Fields. Big names, big networks, huge marketing budgets. How can a smaller company like Cookie Stream compete with that?
And that's where their focus on corporate gifting really helps them. They're not trying to be everything for everyone, they're specialists. And they might not be as famous as those giants yet, but they can compete on quality, personalization, and, that great customer service we talked about.
It's like David and Goliath. But even David needed the right tools to win. So how does Cookie Stream overcome those challenges of being the smaller guy?
Remember those partnerships with the local bakeries?
Yeah.
That's how they level up. Work with local bakeries and delivery services. They expand their reach without needing to spend a fortune building their own stuff everywhere.
So instead of trying to have their own bakeries all over, they team up, smart, and way cheaper.
Exactly. It's about working smarter, not harder.
What about marketing, though? Those big companies, they have so much money to spend on that.
They have to be smarter, not richer. Think about all those website improvements we talked about, making their social media better, really telling their story.
So create content that speaks to the people they want as customers, build a loyal group of followers, attract those who want quality and that personal touch.
Exactly. Outsmart, not outspend. But it all comes down to this. Are they making money?
That's the bottom line.
We don't know their financials, but looking at the industry and their focus on corporate clients, they definitely could be profitable. However,
There's always a however.
that limited product range and serving only certain areas, that's got to be holding them back.
Yeah, like having an amazing product but only selling it in your neighborhood. To grow, they need more options, and they need to reach more people.
You got it.
So, final verdict time. Can Cookie Stream really make it big in the gourmet food world?
They have what it takes. A great product, a dedicated team, a good plan. But they got to be bold, tackle those weaknesses, and grab every opportunity. If they add more products, reach more customers, and keep improving that marketing and customer service, they could be a household name.
It's more than just baking good cookies. It's about building a brand people love. Quality, personalization, making those memorable experiences.
You said it. And that's the recipe for success in any business.
Well, there you have it, folks. We took a deep dive into Cookie Stream. Everything from their website to where they fit in the market. We saw their strengths, their weaknesses, and gave some advice on how to reach that full potential. We hope you, our listener, got some good ideas from this, whether for your own business or just to understand how brands spinny these days.
Remember, even the biggest companies started somewhere. With some creativity, hard work, and a lot of passion, anything's possible.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Cookie Stream gifts, I'm really curious, can they actually become a big player in the gourmet food world? Be the next big name in corporate gifting. What's the recipe for their success?
Well, building a successful business, it really is a lot like baking. You need the right ingredients, the right techniques, a bit of creativity, and from what we've seen, Cookie Stream, they've got a lot of those right elements.
Yeah, the cookies are definitely delicious. We know that.
Yeah.
But we've talked about some areas where they could maybe add a little something extra to really perfect that recipe.
Exactly. That website, the navigation, needs a complete makeover. Make it as smooth and enjoyable as, eating a cookie.
Right.
Streamline those categories. Make it super easy for those corporate clients to find what they want.
And don't forget about the limited product choices. If they want to be the go-to for corporate gifts nationwide, they got to have more than cookies and brownies.
It's like they're giving you a taste, but you want the whole meal. Right.
Exactly.
And remember, those strategic partnerships, working with other bakeries, that could be how they expand without needing to build everywhere.
So website improvements, more products, and those partnerships. What else should they add to the mix?
Storytelling. Don't forget the story. That About Us section needs to be front and center. Show the passion, the quality, the homemade goodness that makes them different. You got to evoke that feeling you get when you think about homemade cookies,
Make you feel like you're right there in the kitchen with them.
Exactly. And all that social proof. Testimonials, success stories. They need to show that their gifts aren't just tasty, they actually help businesses.
Show, don't tell, right? It always works.
And while they're at it, that social media needs a boost. Imagine their feed with behind-the-scenes looks at baking, happy customer stories, maybe some fun stuff to get people talking.
Make it a community, more than just trying to sell cookies.
Right. It's about sharing that joy of baking.
And those little personal touches they can add to ordering, don't forget those. The gift packages for different occasions, a handwritten note, company logos. It's those things that make a cookie gift really special.
Imagine getting that beautifully packaged gift, knowing someone picked out just the right cookies, wrote you a note, added your company logo. It feels good and appreciated.
It's about making a connection more than just buying something.
Exactly. And of course, great customer service. Be responsive, be clear, fix problems quickly, make the whole thing, from website to that last bite, amazing.
So, final answer. Can Cookie Stream be the next big name?
They have the potential. Delicious products, a real passion for what they do, a good foundation. But they need to take those opportunities we talked about, be innovative, and remember what makes them special. That quality, that personal touch, creating those great experiences.
It shows that even with something like cookies, you need a plan, you got to execute it well, and you always have to be ready to change and adapt.
Absolutely. A good lesson for any business.
We hope you learned some useful things today from our Cookie Stream deep dive, things you can apply to your own work. Remember, even the biggest companies started small, with a dream and a lot of passion.
And it's not just about making a good product, it's about that connection you build with people.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring all those delicious possibilities out there.